One more needs to be said. I mean, listen, I don't mind losing these football games. You don't win them all. You know, that's the way football goes. Look at the Chiefs right now. Look at the Jaguars. Look at the Chargers. You know, I mean, you don't win every single game. You're not going to. Even the Niners today, they looked good, but they could have beaten the Seahawks a lot better with the backup QB. They blew them out with Geno. So, I mean, any given Sunday is different. Every single game, every single week, you don't know what will truly happen. But seeing this team offensively struggle the way that they have struggled this month and last month it's remarkable how incompetent the coaching looks, which is crazy considering I know that these guys are not bad coaches. And your defense is the one that scores the lone touchdown on your team right now. As of right now, I'm recording this with 6 minutes left after Devontae Smith fumbled, because there's no point in me waiting another 20 minutes to make this video when we know what the outcome is and we know how the game went. You know, it is what it is. The Eagles still control their own destiny, but my God, man, I know you shouldn't overreact. Like, my live stream was just instant reaction in the middle of the game, you know. It's just the way I was feeling. But even so, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is happening. These are problems, and we're seeing the same exact problems, and we're seeing our three best players, Hurts, then Brown, then Smitty, fumble footballs in the red zone. They're not able to convert third downs. The defense isn't able to get off the field on third and fourth down. They can't score touchdowns. It's not good. It's not good. And some people can argue, oh, well, you can't just say off of one bad game or two bad losses that their season is over, which of course, no, you can't. But at the same time, you cannot dismiss the fact that this offense has been severely hampered by the scheme that we're running, by that coach that's calling plays, and the players, whether they're giving it their all or not, or know that they can play better or not. I mean, it's not coming together. Like, there are sparks, and then there are these really bad plays that just take you out of a drive, and then there are the fumbles that just you wouldn't expect these guys to do, but they're doing it. Turnovers against the Cowboys are gonna happen. They're a ridiculous defense that gets after the football, and you got to give them credit for that. Hurts' fumble is kind of the example, but Smith and Brown, man, like, Brown's been fumbling almost every other game. Smith and Brown both had touchdown potential passes that they dropped. And if you don't drop those, if you make those catches, the whole game changes, you know? It's the same story from last week. If we're not up 6-0, instead we're up 14-0, the whole game is different against San Francisco, but we could not convert in the red zone. All of a sudden, the red zone has become our kryptonite. Meanwhile, on the defensive side, because we're not holding onto the ball too much on offense, the middle of the field continues to get exposed for the biggest biggest weakness on our team that we have. It's not good. And Shaquille Leonard is not going to help that. Reed Blankenship going out is not going to help that either. Fletcher Cox and Hassan Reddick can do all they can with the sacks and the strip fumble. Return for a touchdown. Kudos to Jalen Carter. Good job on you. But, like, man, it's not good. It is not good. And I know I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to freak out or anything like that. I'm just going to sit and give you the facts, and the fact of the matter is that this team is not playing complementary football. They are not doing the things that they need to do. They're not executing on all cylinders, and we know the talent that this team has. And it's like we keep saying, no matter what sport as well, get in the playoffs, you never know what can happen, right? The Eagles are still a win away from that. They have not been able to clinch that, and they still lead the division technically. They still hold now the number 2 seed. I understand that, but I don't know. I cannot sit back and say that we're fine, because we're not. I cannot agree with fans that are saying that They must be the guy with the meme with the happy face in front of their actual face that's in tears, because I think every fan should know that there are serious problems, and the coaches have yet to figure them out against two of the teams that we're gonna need to get through if we want to get back to where we believe we can go, which is Super Bowl 50, whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. The road right now to February to Super Bowl 58 is looking very, very difficult, and the way that this team is playing right now, in the time of where you need to win these games, this is not the way to play. This is not the way, and of course they're gonna know that, obviously, but they've been saying that the past few weeks. Oh, we could be playing so much better. We're not playing to our standard. We know we have to get better. Then why aren't you guys doing it? That's my question, and that goes up to Nick Sirianni, to Sean Desai, and especially the hottest of all hot seats, Brian Johnson. I've had it up to here watching his play calling unfold on the TV or on the field when I'm at the game. I cannot take this man as a play caller. He might be a great coach. He might be a great person to develop your quarterbacks or your players or whatever, but he is not a play caller. He is not somebody that I trust running our offense. Okay? I said it in my live stream, and I mean it. We miss, at bare minimum, we miss Shane Steichen so goddamn much. And it's showing right now, because this offense cannot score a single touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys team that they were able to put up 4 against a month ago. They weren't able to do jack shit against the defense that they knew that they could run against last week, but they didn't run. They did the polar opposite, and they barely scored a touchdown or two. We can beat the AFC, but we have to get through the NFC first, and we're not looking like a team that can do that. Coaching needs to figure this out, because this team is way too talented for Hurts to be fumbling footballs, to be uncomfortable in the pocket, for AJ and Smitty to be dropping passes and fumbling when they are really good after getting yards after contact. The only bright shining light that I had on this game was Dallas Goedert coming back and the defense actually getting a turnover. That's all I got. We'll talk Seahawks, Eagles at some point. I'm going to go to bed. Go Birds. See you all later.